Russ, Hereford on Saturday and the chance hopefully to start the new year on the right kind of note.
Yeah, that's what we're all geared up for. Disappointed to miss out on the game on the 28th, but that just seems to be the year we've lived the last 12 months. So disappointing, but yeah, can't wait for Saturday because it's a great time to bounce back.
Yeah, just to quickly touch on that Telford one, you're right in that it does sum up 2020, doesn't it? In that a lot of people have worked very hard to try and finally have supporters back in the ground, and the one shot we had at it unfortunately has gone.
Yeah, it was a crying shame, to be honest. I had so many friends and people coming to the game that I knew. The first game in months, 10 months I think. And for, at 10 o'clock at night, you're preparing to go to bed and play the game the next day, to wake up and it's white over and you're thinking the worst. And inevitably that was the case.
I guess you're kind of repeating the point we made at the start of this season, really, and that whenever supporters are back in, whether it's a few weeks or longer than that, the team are in a good position to welcome them back, really, in the table and things.
Yeah, of course, and if there was no COVID, it would have been a bumper crowd. A team on good form playing against a team, local derby. So it's a shame, but the whole year's been a shame, really. Fortunately, we're trying to get the season finished and finalised, however long it would take.
Just looking on Hereford, they followed up a good result for themselves and a good performance against us on Boxing Day with a good point in the game kind of in between. So again, really positive form for them coming into this game.
Yeah, they're unbeaten in 5 or 6 and that seems to be the level. When you're consistent, you shoot up the table, hence why we're up there. And we've got to bounce back now. And that's what good teams do, and that's what we'll be looking to do Saturday.
Did it have the Boxing Day game, just in terms of what it might bring into this game? Did it have kind of all the classic ingredients you would have expected from a derby, and you kind of expect that again Saturday, really?
Yeah, not on our side though. You don't mind a red card when it's the opposition. I think we started the game really brightly and we took the lead, and then after 20 minutes it was tough. Playing with 10 men for a good 65, 70 minutes, it's tough at a place when they've got crowd and they've got the backup, and it was tough, and they did a job, and we've got to dust ourselves down, take our medicine and move on.
We'll touch on Jason Cowley in a sec, but in terms of bodies in general across the squad, I know Jim Kellerman missed out over the course of Christmas. Is he nearby in terms of being available?
Yeah, Jim's back training now. He probably needs another week or 10 days just to really get his body back on track. He's been a big miss for us, but we just need to keep him physically fit now, going into the last 5 months of the season. And he'll be like a new signing for us. He hasn't started a game yet, and with the suspension of Amari coming up as well, we need the body, so all good.
In terms of being able to bring Jason in, I know he's a player that you've kind of had your eye on for some time, really, but timing wise, it's great that you've been able to bring him in at the time you have. Yeah,
it ticks a lot of boxes, and we as a club, we identified him in the summer. We actually spoke to him and his agent. It never materialised. So unfortunately we missed out on that one, but it seems to have ticked all the boxes for ourselves, Bromsgrove, and himself moving forward. Must thank the board for backing us in this situation, because this is when we do need strengthening, and every time I've gone to them for something, they've always backed me. So I can only thank them for that, and that's what we do at the moment as a club. We move on together.
Yeah, and that's it. That togetherness kind of will stand us in good stead, not just throughout the rest of the season, but especially January, which is especially busy.
Yeah, it is. It's funny when you're going into January only playing 12 games. You're usually looking to strengthen your squad for the latter part of the season, the last 3 or 4 months. But to have only played 12 games and you're looking to strengthen is quite weird, but it is what it is this year. We've got 7 or 8 games this month coming up, and we've got to need all the bodies we